Hey everyone, Don Walker here. I just want to make a video today about offline businesses as opposed to online businesses. I was really thinking about this because if you've heard from my other videos, some about my background. I grew up actually in family business pretty much all my life. My brother was full Korean, so as you can imagine, that the type of culture that they always, come to the country and they really are highly motivated. They have that entrepreneurial spirit, and they always start some type of business. Because really that's only the options they have, whether they had maybe a language barrier, they didn't go the traditional route, going to school or college and working into the typical American society that we all live in. And in our case, particularly for society, this is going to apply to anyone regardless of whether you're in the States or if you're on the other side of the world. Now, growing up in a family business, I always realized that having to be there at all times. My mother and father would pick me up from school, and then I would just stay there until up to 9, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, and I would do my homework there. I would eat there. I'd help them with their work there, and I lived pretty much most of my life doing that. And I said to myself that I definitely don't want to do this, and I really thought at the time that going to college and getting the job that I wanted, that was really the outlet. And little did I know that it really did not turn out to really what I thought it was going to be. So I sat here really thinking about my journey on the internet and starting online businesses as opposed to having offline businesses. Even beyond that, and having to get out or finishing college, I did a lot of things on the side. I did network marketing on the side, and I didn't even do any of this on the internet at all. And a lot of times I would do a lot of business at the flea market too, and that was just very sparingly. I would do it sometimes during seasonal times, and I would make good money, anywhere from $500 to $700 per day. When I actually went out there, and I just did that part time to make ends meet, to be able to pay and supplement our income. And I realized that I never really wanted to be stuck into a business where I was, a brick and mortar business where I was just stuck there. And that was my entire motivation to get on the internet. And I have questions where people come in and they ask me if they get on my list, or if they send me emails or in chat saying that, how much does this business cost? Can I join for free? A lot of people, they want to join internet businesses for free. And there are many businesses out there that are for free on the internet. However, truthfully, even if they are, you have to put a lot of time and energy into getting anything out of those businesses to build any kind of capital or true income. You really have to invest your time, and it's really a grind. And you do a lot of work, and you have a few results, and you have to really build and compound on those results. And that's really where people kind of fall off and quit, because they don't realize that you have to keep going if you want to take that route. 'Cause I've used a lot of those free online business strategies myself, and I've made some good income, but I'm moving on to the next level of bigger and better things, because now I have money and capital to invest into growing my business. But I still always look back on the perspective of an offline business, a brick and mortar business, and I say, would I rather be doing that? And I say, no, I don't. I really would rather not be doing that type of business, because I can't imagine having myself being stuck in some business. I have too many friends and too many associates that are still stuck in those type of businesses, where they even have type of a pizza shop, or they have some type of convenience store. I've made friends that even still have liquor stores, and they're there all the time. They basically live there. They may have a restaurant and they live there. And I said to myself that I know that I have the means and the intelligence to do this. I grew up my entire life in family business, and I mean, anywhere from 8, 9, 10 years of age, I would help my mother do books and accounting for her businesses on the weekends, and a lot of times, where anytime that she needed my help. And I said to myself that after watching my mother do all this, after watching my parents work day in, day out, month after month, year after year, over 25 years of them just working their tails off in offline brick and mortar businesses, that's really the last thing that I wanted to do. And I have a brother that works on the internet as well. I have a sister that does not have her own business at all. She has a job, but she would dare have an offline business. Not to mention that if you were to start an offline business, it's going to take you anywhere from 100 to 200,000 or maybe more dollars. My mother wanted to invest into a McDonald's franchise at the time, and during that time there was some type of law or some kind of policy that she was not able to do that. Now, she had the funds to invest into that business, that franchise, but there was some type of policy or stipulation about her citizenship, or about maybe her educational background, that withheld her from actually being able to do that, although she did have the money to invest into the franchise. And at the time, I believe that McDonald's business franchise was about $1.2 million to get started. And I was sitting there talking to my mom about it. I was like, wow, Mom, that's very expensive. Well, it's a McDonald's business. It's gonna work, because usually they're really targeted to always have a good location, and it already has a brand name, and McDonald's already has the success that you can set one up just about anywhere. It's going to be successful. But you really think about it, the average person who doesn't want to work up to 20 years to save up for that type of business, what are they going to do to start a business? So when I said these things, and I said that, for one, I don't want to be stuck in that type of business. I don't want to have the responsibility to be stuck in one city, in one state. I want to be able to have the ability to be mobile and to go across the other side of the world. That's how I came about going onto the internet and saying that this is going to help me to be able to not only leverage myself, my time, but also help other people on the internet that are looking for this type of opportunity. And the main thing about the internet is that there are many low-cost opportunities, but the problem with that is that people come in with a mindset thinking that if a price of a startup for a company is very low, they want to get something for free. They don't realize that they have to invest into themselves. They don't realize that they have to invest into their businesses, that once you pay a fee, that's it. You don't have no more money, that you're going to just pay one time and your business is going to make thousands or hundred thousands of dollars, or you're going to become a millionaire. That is hardly the case. If you get into any kind of business, whether it be offline or online, you're going to have to really consider very quickly that it's going to take more funds and more of your time to really invest into yourself and invest into your business to grow it, because that's really the heart of true business itself. Advertising, marketing, branding, leveraging. You have to have a presence. A website, in this case, is considered pretty much like a storefront. If you have a brick and mortar business, you're going to have to invest. You're going to have to advertise it. You're going to have to market it. You may want to do commercials. I did all that stuff growing up with my family and family business. We had advertisements. We had all kinds of flyers. We had, sometimes we had commercials that they would do on the local TV stations to advertise our local businesses. And I would realize that, hey, I can take this type of concept to the online market. I can set up all kinds of websites. I can offer all kinds of affiliate products. I can offer, in this case, coming from a network marketing background, I can offer products that have residual incomes, which we all want, because, hey, if a rock star can sell records for the rest of their life because they have classic music, and they should, then why can't anyone else have that type of pay plan for the rest of their life? Hey, it's been around for years, since the late 60s. This kind of pay structure is nothing new. I think anyone coming into network marketing or internet marketing on the online sector should be able to look at something and say, hey, I can start out very low with this. I can have motivation and start very small and work my way up. But the main problem that people don't realize is you have to work your way up and build your business. Don't just join something thinking that it's it, because no one is going to give you the business for free. You have to work on yourself. You have to work on advertising your business. And that's just bottom line with the way it is. I saw my mother spend thousands of dollars doing this over the years, and I realized that I can take my online business, not even have to spend thousands of dollars doing this. I can slowly build it up little by little. I pay for advertising daily. I market daily in my business. I blog, I write articles, I make videos. I like to share anything that I have and all that I learn on the internet as well. And I also have a group of people that I mastermind with. And once I realize that you need people to be with, because you don't know everything, I'm just talking to one of my team members here through a chat and saying that he has more experience doing certain things that I don't know how. I have experience doing things that he doesn't know how. And we network together, and we also have our individual mentors that we network with. And go figure, a lot of those mentors don't know all the answers to all the questions that are out there, and that's why they always refer to someone else. Every person has their own mentor. That's the crazy thing. Everyone you've ever seen in a position of success has their own mentor. But the one thing that they always do, one thing that successful people always do, is really look at the end goal in mind. They always look at the result, and they always invest in themselves, and they always invest into their businesses. They don't always look at the short end of it. They don't always look at, well, what's the low rock bottom cost to get started? Because once they get started, what are you going to do anyway? You need to ask yourself, why would anyone want to join your business? What do you have to offer? Is it just them joining and paying a price? No, it's not that. You have to really get into working and getting to making this what you do. This is something that you do. This is your craft. This is your profession. And that's how I started really looking at my business, not just trying to make a dollar and move on with my day. I really tried to step into a leadership position and really have a passion to help people. I just wanted to share that with you today. I grew up a lifetime in business and sales, and now that I'm just working on sustainable businesses on the internet. I'm just going to share everything that I have, but I really wanted to throw that out there because so many people come and ask me questions about how much does it cost? Can I get started for free? And I just really wanted to open your mind to the real side of business itself. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.